बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स। आज हम बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक क्लास 12 सब्जेक्ट इकोनॉमिक्स के लिए पढ़ने जा रहे हैं। दैट इज़ द मेजरमेंट ऑफ नेशनल इनकम। सो फार वी हैव डिस्कस्ड द वेरियस टेक्निकल टर्म्स रिलेटेड टू नेशनल इनकम. Today we will discuss what are the various methods of measuring national income. Yes, dear students, as you know, production of goods and services give rise to income. यानी कि जब कोई एंटरप्रेन्योर या जब कोई शख्स गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज बनाता है, यानी कि कोई चीज़ बनाता है, यानी कि when he manufactures anything, then it give rise to income for that person. Similarly, then when anybody earns income, then he tends to demand for goods and services. जो डिमांड होती है, डिमांड गिव राइज टू एक्सपेंडिचर. जब डिमांड होगी तो एक्सपेंडिचर होगा, एंड जब ये होगी एंड एक्सपेंडिचर अगेन गिव राइज टू फर्दर प्रोडक्शन. Yes, dear students, so we can say that there is a circular flow of production, income and expenditure. On the basis of these three related flows, national income can be looked as a flow of goods and services, as a flow of income, as a flow of expenditure on goods and services. In this way, there are three phases in circular flow, that is production, income and expenditure. And national income can be calculated at each three phases. Thus, there are three methods of measurement of national income. First one is product method, which measures national income at the phase of production. The second method for the measurement of national income is income method, which measures national income at the phase of income or at the phase of distribution. Expenditure method, which measures national income at the phase of expenditure. Yes, dear students. Now we will discuss these methods one by one. Let us first take the method that is product method. Yes, dear students, that is, how can we calculate national income at the phase of production? Yes, dear students, product method measures national income at the phase of production in circular flow. This method is also called value added method. Under this method, there are two approaches to the estimation of national income, that is final product approach and value added approach. आपको ऐसे समझ में आ जाएगा, मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल से भी आगे समझाऊंगा. So let us take the approach of national income measurement, that is final product approach of measurement of national income. What we do in this method? In this method, national income is estimated by finding the market value of final goods and services produced in the economy, that is GDP. That is, how can we calculate the national income by this final product approach? In this method, first we calculate the market value of goods and services produced within the geographical location of any country. After then, we add this that is national income, that is income from abroad. That is, we add we add income from abroad to the GDP, that is gross domestic product को हम add फिर national income from abroad के add करते हैं. इसको मैंने आपको पहले ही समझाया एक एग्जांपल से, जब हम नेशनल इनकम डिस्कस कर रहे थे. जब हमने जीडीपी को नेट इनकम फ्रॉम अब्रॉड ऐड किया, तो उसके बाद क्या करना है, उसके बाद हमने करना है कि हमने नेट नेशनल प्रोडक्ट निकालना है. नेट नेशनल प्रोडक्ट हम कैसे निकालते हैं? In order to obtain the net national product at market price, depreciation is deducted from GNP. हम GNP से क्या करते हैं? GNP से हम फिर depreciation को क्या करते हैं? माइनस करते हैं. जब हम GNP, ये आप ऐसे देख सकते हैं, GNP को जब हमने नेट इनकम फ्रॉम अब्रॉड जब ऐड किया, तो उससे हमें क्या मिला? NNP, दैट इज नेट नेशनल प्रोडक्ट. फिर हम नेट नेशनल प्रोडक्ट को डेप्रिसिएशन माइनस करते हैं एंड इनडायरेक्ट टैक्सेस सब्ट्रैक्ट करते हैं. तो उससे हमें क्या निकलता है? तो हमें उससे ये नेशनल इनकम की फिगर निकलती है. यस डियर स्टूडेंट्स, दिस इज हाउ कैन वी कैलकुलेट national income by final product approach. There is also another method, that is value added approach method. इंशाल्लाह इसको हम कल डिस्कस करेंगे. So dear students, while calculating national income through final product approach, the market value of only final goods and services taken into account. The value of intermediate goods, that is raw material, is not considered. Yes dear students, if the value of intermediate goods is also considered, it will result in the problem of double counting. Double counting means that certain items are counted more than once while calculating national income. Double counting thus leads to overestimation of national income. In order to avoid this double counting, only the value of final products are included in the national income estimation. That is why it is known as final product approach. Yes dear students, the value of intermediate goods should not be considered. For example, मैं आपको एक example से समझाता हूँ. For example, bread is the final good, while wheat and flour are intermediate goods. The price of bread already includes the cost of wheat and flour, because these costs have been paid during the production process. Thus, while calculating national income, separate inclusion of wheat and flour along with the value of final good, that is bread, will lead to double counting, and this should be avoided. So this is how can we calculate national income by the final product approach. Yes dear students, this was all about today's topic. Hope that you would have got the concept. Allah Hafiz.